All right, hello and welcome everybody. I'm Phil Grove and I'm here with one of my big dogs, Bill Busick. How you doing, Bill?
Doing well.
All right. Bill and I are actually here at a real estate event, and I asked Bill if he could come and spend a couple of minutes and talk to us. And Bill, I had prepared this really clever script of questions, and I promptly forgot it, so I have no questions, but I'm just going to make it up as I go along. Bill, you are one of my Big Dog students. You went through the Big Dog program, and I guess my first question for you is why did you seek me out to begin with? Why do you even spend money to get coaching, and what is that? You know, why do you do that?
Well, I've been dabbling in real estate probably for 10 years, and just came to the conclusion that I've reached a point in my life where I actually needed to put time, effort, and get together with a bunch of people who really knew what they were doing to make a good go out of this. And looked you guys up, found you on the internet. You're local here in Austin. Attended a couple of the network club meetings and just decided this was a group I really wanted to tie in with.
Okay, and you spent some money to get coaching, and you know, you got to think a little bit before you write a check and pay somebody to coach you. I mean, what were you thinking when you were making that kind of a decision?
I found out a long time ago you generally get what you pay for. Again, it was just the gut feeling of that this is the group that's doing it. I mean, you had plenty of good references to go against, and I did check that out. So when the decision time came to actually do it, it wasn't, the checkbook wasn't the ultimate decision.
Right.
Because I knew if I could put this thing together, the cost of the training was immaterial.
Okay, so you went through the program, and you know, we're still doing the Monday calls and the Wednesday night calls. And what kinds of things did you learn? How has this helped you?
I think the biggest eye opener for me was the whole marketing concept, and that if you don't put in the effort to get a steady flow of deals coming your way, you're just going to be playing around this. And that to me was always, you know, I was a look on the MLS, you know, go find a realtor who says they work with realtor or with investors, and you know, I mean, I found a few things that way. I found a few houses through short sales. I found a few HUD homes, right. But nothing that was ever going to be. You were fishing in the retail pond, basically. Right, exactly.
Yeah. So you mentioned right before the camera turned on, you got some leads this week. How many leads did you get this week?
Well, I'm partnering with another big dog, and this week off our marketing, we've gotten 150 calls.
150 calls. I'd say there's a lot of gold in them there hills. You're going to be making some good money off of that pile of marketing. And speaking of money, I'm really proud of you. And Bill partnered with another one of our big dogs, Casey Jackson. And you guys did a deal pretty early on in the program. I mean, kind of right at the 10th or whatever week into the program, you did a pretty good deal. You want to tell the folks at home a little bit about that deal?
Yeah, we affectionately call it 10 cents, and a stamp and a $10 option fee equals over $100,000. And there's a long story behind that, but that's basically how it started. It was marketing. It was getting something under contract for a minimal option fee, and working our way through the deal. This thing had a ton of hurdles.
Yeah.
We just didn't give up.
Problem means what?
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Brought the deal in front of you and Shanoa for coaching and assistance and guidance on how to approach it the best, and we just worked our way through it. And ultimately, we saved someone from foreclosure and did an equity partnering deal where he ended up getting a good chunk of his equity back out of there instead of being tossed on the street, and we made good money.
Equity partnering is one of the strategies we teach, of course, in the Big Dog program. And you and Casey split 50 grand, which is, I'm sorry, 100 grand. So you got 50 grand each. That's a pretty good day. But I remember, it's funny, the same week you actually closed on a second deal that very same week. And how much did you make on your second deal?
That was another 20,000, excess of 20,000.
Excess of 20
on a rehab.
So that was a $70,000+ week for you.
It was a good month.
That was a good one, a good month. Well, Bill, this little video is being made for people that are mostly getting started, or maybe they're intermediate, maybe they've been doing it for a little while, maybe they're a little stuck and they kind of have been dabbling, but they want to figure out how to really make a go of this and take it to the next level and make it real. What advice would you share with people that kind of are thinking like that? Maybe people that are in the mindset you were in, just a few months back.
It really comes down to commitment. This isn't a 60-day plan. This isn't a try it or stick your toe in the water kind of deal. If you're ready to commit to it and you really decided that this is something you want to give a go and be an investor in real estate, you got to go to the pro. And this is where you're going to get the best coaching, the best advice. That's basically where it comes down to. Got to go to the guy who knows what he's doing.
Well, Bill, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Any last words for our audience?
Yeah, sign up, take big dog training.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, thanks everybody. Hi everybody, Phil Grove here, and I am here with one of my big dog students, Elizabeth Kenia. Hi Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
All right,
How are you?
Great. And your partner couldn't make it tonight because
No.
you guys are working on a deal right now.
Yes, we have our flip deal.
You got your flip deal.
We have our flip deal, and he is project managing, so he's actually there on site every day, and he's acting as the GC on this
Yeah,
project.
and he is a general contractor, so
Yeah,
it's
he's really-
congruent with what he does. You've got an ace in the hole with your partner there. And Elizabeth, I just interviewed another student and forgot all my questions, so we're just going to make it up here.
Okay.
You're one of my big dog students, and here's my first question. You decided you wanted to become a real estate investor, and somehow you found me, and I said, oh, you need to become a big dog, right?
Right.
That's a commitment, right? I mean, you had to spend some money, write some checks, and decide you want to do that. How did you make that commitment? What was going through your head?
Well, part of the commitment came from, we tried another program, and in that program, we didn't get what we wanted. It was literally like they taught us how to look and identify for parts on a flip at Home Depot. So essentially, it's like I know how to shop for shoes and sales and
Right.
where to go. So now I know how to shop from Home Depot, but that doesn't help me be a real estate investor, especially in a challenging market where we're at, where inventory is interesting. And there's a lot of, what I loved best about your program was it showed me how to create a business model where I'm able to generate revenue besides flipping.
Yeah,
And
multiple strategies.
Multiple strategies, and I believed you have 12 core strategies, and we've used 7.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
7 in the last. Yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah, we've been busy because
I need to catch up. Wow, that's fantastic.
yeah, because I've found ways to. I mean, you didn't teach us how to sell a mobile home, but
Yeah, that's true. But
I was able to take what you taught me and adapt it
Yeah.
so that I was able to adapt one of your
one of the
strategies
for even a mobile home.
for even a mobile home.
Right. So, by the way, you brought up an interesting point a minute ago. Very often, people that find me have spent money on either other training programs or other coaching programs. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. In my opinion, there's no correlation between price and performance. I mean, everything sounds good, and there's lots of good programs out there. I always tell people, you have to have coaching. Now, hopefully it's going to be good coaching, right?
Yes.
And even if you don't get my coaching, you've got to have it, because there's almost no way you're going to be successful without coaching. Now, the next thing you want is the best coaching, right, for the dollar. But what is your advice for somebody who may have, maybe they tried something, maybe they spent a little money and it didn't work, or they didn't get what they were thinking? What is your thought on that?
Well, every program has something interesting for you. My partner got more value out of the previous program because he was able to brush off his skills as a GC.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit that I probably got more value out of your program than Reese did because I have a stronger marketing background.
Yeah, right.
And I have that MBA.
Right,
and so that was able to let me run faster. But he's able to complement me.
Right,
and
right.
one of the things we were able to find out was we tried to by going through all of the homework assignments and the big dogs, we found where we were stronger at and where we were weak at.
Right.
And generally speaking, where Reese is strong is where I'm weak.
Yeah, I think you make a good team in that regard. And I love working with teams. I always tell
Yeah.
people, if you can have a partner, two heads are better than one, especially if you complement each other and have, complementary skills. And I think you guys have a great team in that regard. And also, I got to give you credit. So in the Big Dog program, every week you get homework assignments,
Yes.
and they're designed to repeat certain activities to create the behaviors of a big dog, right? So the program is very much based in
Well, based on you will actually implement the business model
Right.
you will use to continue forward.
And the most important thing is?
Never stop marketing.
Yes, marketing. Yes, yes.
You can't stop marketing. Now, we've adapted our marketing strategies and we've shifted, but we made sure in the Big Dogs program, we made the commitment to do more than the minimum homework.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that was really key for us,
Right.
is to do more. And mostly to find out what we liked, what we didn't like.
Right.
And
Marketing's an experiment of trying different things, and you guys sorted it out, and you found some things that worked well for you.
yes, and
So-
for both of us, Reese being the analog guy is what we joke, and I'm the digital person, so I run the social media, but he takes a lot of pictures and does a lot of driving for dollars. But I take his photos and I use them later as inventory and assets.
And you guys actually, one of the things that we market Big Dog as, it's a rapid success program. The program is designed to get you making money as fast as possible. And obviously the goal in any investment, certainly Big Dog, is to make more money than you put into it and to make it as fast as possible. And you guys actually, I think you did a deal maybe 7 weeks or something like that
Yes,
into the program. Tell people a little bit about that first deal.
One of the homework assignments was pick your marketing strategy, never stop marketing. And from our bandit sign, we were able to get a lead, and she was a very motivated seller and had to leave, and she was going to lose another property if she didn't sell this one.
Right.
And so we ended up wholesaling that deal and partnering with you as well, and partnering with the person who brought us the buyer. So the three of us as a team all made money, and it nearly paid for most of the course in
Right.
week 7.
Right. That was pretty awesome. And that was a wholesale deal.
That was a wholesale deal.
So it didn't actually even cost you any money. It was a no-money deal. What was the total profit on that deal?
For all parties involved, it was about $15,000.
About $15,000, 7 weeks into the program. And then since then, you've done a bunch of more deals. How many more deals have you done?
I've managed to do 3 more wholesales, sold leads, and actually made money on leads.
Right.
And the mobile home lead
Right.
referral.
Right.
So we also have, I used your strategy for agent listing referrals, because
Right.
not all deals are
Right.
worth your time.
Monetize your marketing, right?
Monetize your marketing.
Yeah.
And also monetize your time, because it's better to work on some deals and you realize I can spend a lot more effort finding a landlord,
Right.
or I will make a lot more money for my time now by giving this as an agent listing
Yeah,
referral.
which is Big Dog thinking, right? Scale
Exactly.
scale your time, exactly. Make your business in a scalable way. So awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, and now we have the flip, and we're in the
Yeah.
process of a flip.
and you're in the middle of doing a renovation project. This is your first renovation project.
This is
so-
our first renovation project
Awesome.
together,
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, for the people out there that are just getting started, maybe they're where you were, 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and they heard about this. Somehow they found me. They don't know what they're doing, or maybe they're kind of intermediate investors. They've been dabbling a little bit. Maybe they're a little stuck, not quite sure. What kind of advice would you give those people?
Well, this is what I give the advice. If you look at the price of a college tuition and college classes, actually, and put it into perspective, what I am paying for is a professor, dedicated learning. The only thing is that we just don't get a certificate when we graduate and say we got a Big Dogs.
We can do that.
Yeah, but, it's not an accredited education, but it's the same price as a semester of college. And with that, I have to add to the audience that I'm doing this part-time. I still maintain a marketing business where I'm maintaining full-time marketing clients, and Reese is also part-time as well, except that he's now full-time with the rehab.
Right.
He decided to let go of projects to be a GC,
Right.
and we decided actually on this rehab project to go hard money, because we looked at it and it was just timing.
Well, it leverages your money better too. So.
Well, no, part of it was timing. We did look for private equity partners,
Mhm.
but it was Christmas and we had to go fast.
Needed money fast.
Needed money fast.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, as you build your network and maybe know more people with private money, sometimes that'll start to help and be able to do things quickly that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people out there, what kinds of behaviors? I mean, so you talked about investing versus college and semester and things like that. How did you come to make a decision? A, I want to be a real estate investor. B, I want to get into a coaching program. What did you go through to make that decision?
Okay, well, this is, I became a real estate investor by accident.
Okay.
More so than natural desire, because Reese was a little bit bored.
Right.
He's had several careers. GC was about 15 years ago.
Right.
And he got out of the business, went into retail, and wanted another change. And
Right.
so he wanted to get back into flipping homes.
So you guys were looking for a new opportunity.
Yeah, and specifically, and since we are a partnership, both in business and in life, we wanted to, I had to come up to speed because I'm a very digital.
So you have a marketing company that has nothing to do with real estate, right?
Nothing.
And he's had a number of different careers, and you were both kind of at a point in your life where you were looking for a new opportunity.
And an opportunity where we could work together.
And an opportunity where you can work together, which is a fabulous thing about real estate. And then somehow you stumbled upon real estate.
Exactly.
Somehow you stumbled upon Shanoa and I, and somehow you ended up in the program. What were you thinking?
Well, it's like at this point, we've finished one program and I'm going, great. I know how to now shop at Home Depot.
Right.
It's very similar to how I shop for shoes.
So you're a little frustrated.
I was a little frustrated
Right.
because I didn't get...
So you needed actionable, plan.
I needed an actionable plan because I like business models,
Right.
and I need something where I wanted a blueprint
Right.
of how to think in terms of this. And since real estate is very broad, most of my marketing clients have very niche businesses where they deep but not broad. I mean, for instance, I had to adapt your strategy for a mobile home lead.
Right.
But I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't done the program.
Mm-hmm.
And while we knocked down mobile homes, that mobile home lead referral was still $500.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, I will take mobile home leads all day long. That's like
Good.
$500 ATM fees.
500, 500, 500. There
Exactly, 500, 500, 500 adds up over time. That's a $500 an hour. And I'm going, I don't get paid $500 an hour in marketing
Well,
business.
now you do.
Exactly.
So any final words of advice for our friends out in TV land?
For the final words of advice, this is a wonderful program. It is hard work, but if you do the work, you will have a business model. And you keep doing the work past the 12 weeks, because one of the homework assignments was creating a SIG, or creating a networking group, which we decided to make it a special interest group. That special interest group brought in 70 people, but what was really cool about that is we decided rather than looking for bird dogs, we're looking for power teams. So I needed to know, I don't have enough time to network, so I wanted an event where home inspectors come to me, lawyers come to me, hard money come to me, and everybody else
That's the
should
big dog mindset. You surround yourself with people with hats and wants, you build your network, and your network equals your network.
Exactly. So I feel blessed that we found you and we're making it work.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Elizabeth.